This is honestly something that we actually want to talk to you about because we are so...
It is Tuesday at 12 p.m. exactly. We're one day late on the vlog because yesterday's vlog just didn't work out.
So here we are again, but we're starting the vlog with food.
I don't know why, I just really didn't like the way the vlog looked yesterday. I think something was up with the settings on the camera and the colours were all off, and I've seen a few comments saying that the colours have been off recently. And I have done a software update on this camera, so I don't know if that's something to do with it, but it just didn't look right.
Yeah, it's a constant battle between meeting our schedule that we've set for you guys and this one being an over perfectionist, and then like if he doesn't like, if like something's not in focus or something like that, he's just like unhappy and doesn't want to post it.
If you're an old school vlog muffin, you'll know that like episode 1 till about episode 100 was terrible quality wise, like it was just bad. So now I've got a standard that I've managed to get to. I want to maintain it.
Yeah, that is true. So apologies about being late.
How'd you like my t-shirt?
Presented in VATO vision.
Special edition, one of one.
One of one.
Made it at the shop next door to our house.
He made himself merch just for him to wear.
Well, I just wanted to gauge and see if anybody else wanted it, but no one does, so great.
So today's a bit of a busy day. We've got a whole bunch of errands because tomorrow we're heading to Sydney for about 4 days of work over there. So we're kind of running around like headless chooks today, getting everything organised for that. And also on top of that, he decided to cut Muesli's hair by himself this morning. So now she looks like a proper stray.
I think she looks good.
So now I'm insisting that we also take her to the dog room.
Pia has the biggest coffee.
It's very needed. You wait, in like 15 minutes I'm gonna be a whole different person. This is honestly something that we actually want to talk to you about because we are so tired lately. Like the last 6 to 9 months, around 6 to 9 months has been pretty much the most grueling months for us work-wise ever. Because we're traveling so much. Obviously it looks cool in the vlogs and we're really grateful to have those opportunities, but it can get really exhausting because, you know, you don't have like simple things like a exercise routine or, you know, prepping your own meals and things like that. So we are just a little bit exhausted.
I think you could call it burnout.
I'm not sure if it's quite burnout because we're not like, you know, kind of debilitated, like we're still managing to do everything, but we genuinely are so busy, especially work-wise, which is a great problem to have, but also at the end of the day it's still a problem.
Yeah, the thing that's kind of funny is if me up here get in a cab and the cab ride is more than 10 minutes long, we fall asleep. Like, it doesn't matter where we are, we will absolutely just fall asleep in that cab, which I don't think is a healthy sign.
I have been up awake since 3 a.m.
Yeah, I know.
doing wedding prep.
Pia was awake at 3, she woke me up at 3:20 with all of this stuff about the wedding.
I was like, are you awake?
And I'm like, what time is it? And then we stayed awake, so we've been awake since 3 and it's now 12:15 and we're having our first meal. So like something needs to change with our life, I think. Like we're not living as healthy people right now. Oh, you have to see Pia's breakfast, lunch, whatever this is.
This looks good, doesn't it? Yeah. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. Dun da da da. Did I feed my teeth?
And I
shouldn't ask the vlog.
I actually just checked in the camera if I had food in my teeth.
I feel like I have some serious muesli and teeth situation going on.
Oh, guys, look at this car that's coming along. What? That thing is called an aqueduct and it has a big propeller on the back and it's fully waterproof. So at some point when it gets to the top of that road, it's just going to drive into the ocean and then
it's a boat.
Yeah. So we've just been talking and we've worked out there's kind of 5 pillars in our life that have changed very dramatically in the last year.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to look at those right now and work out how we can bring it back to hopefully feel a little bit more fit and awake.
So the first pillar that we need to have a look at is our workload. Now, Our workload has significantly increased since this time last year, but we do have staff and teams in place now to offset some of it.
Yeah, last year Slinky was a big drain for us time-wise because it was me, Pia and Christina. Thankfully since then we've got people around us that are making that a little bit easier. We've now got 2 warehouses instead of 1, and our factory which manufactures everything has got a bit bigger as well, so that's not so much an issue.
Yes.
Social media, I think we manage quite well. We only really post once every day or 2, so that's not really a problem.
Yeah, but where the problem lies is that we have committed to YouTube twice a week, which is harder than it looks.
It's also, if you look at our vlogs from like vlog 1, the quality of our vlogs has gone up, which is kind of obvious because vlog 1 was just the worst video you've ever seen in your life. But I'm not a professional editor or cameraman. I am a photographer, but I'm not a video guy. So both Pia and I are still learning very much on the go how we do vlogs and how to edit and things like color grading and whatnot. It takes us a lot longer than it would take someone that was a professional. So I think vlogs are taking the most amount of time out of our week at the moment.
But it is the thing that we're the most excited about, so
Yeah.
we do want to prioritize it. So it's just the tough combination between Slinky, social media work, clients, YouTube, and then trying to plan a wedding, and all of a sudden it gets a little bit intense.
Yes. I think the thing with vlogging is when we first started, we thought it would just be a case of grabbing the camera, doing a few bits on the vlog and chopping it together at the end of the day and making a video. But it's a lot more than that, because if you want to make a vlog that is actually interesting, you know, at that point you've got to have a story, you've got to have an idea, you've got to have a concept, you need to find a good location, which immediately means that Pia and I aren't just the people on the vlog, we're also the cameraman, the editor, the colour guy,
The stylist,
all this sort of stuff. So to make a vlog and to make a good one, I think actually is really like it's more than one person's job.
Yeah,
and we just do it ourselves. So I think we probably bit off a little bit more than we can chew, but we do love it and we're not going to stop it, that's for sure. Then the next thing I want to assess is our diet.
Yes.
I think we've got some serious work to do when it comes to diet. Big styles.
Big styles.
Yeah.
Yeah, about a year ago from now, we used to get takeout like maybe once a week as like a special treat, a cheat day or something like that.
Yeah, like Saturday night we'd get like a cheat meal, ice cream.
I'm gonna show you. Ready? I'm just gonna type Uber Eats in my inbox. This is so bad, I don't even want to show you guys.
So this does include our Uber taxi rides as well, but that's probably just like 3 rides this week. But look at all of these receipts.
Okay, stop.
We've only gone back 10 days, and that's all of the meals we've ordered in 10 days. It got to the point where our accountants actually messaged Pia and said, you've got to stop taking cabs as much on Uber. Maybe now's the time to think about buying a car because it'd be more cost effective. And we were like, what do you mean? We don't really take Ubers that much. And then when we looked through the receipts, it was all like, all food. Our accountant is telling us to not eat any more Uber Eats.
It's a serious problem.
Terrible.
I know.
So bad. The other thing, which is a bit of an aside, but is probably worth mentioning, I have this kind of little treat that I give myself that whenever we go on a plane, or whenever we go to the airport, I allow myself to have a McDonald's.
That made sense when we used to literally travel like once a year to go on holiday.
Yeah, now it's like 3 times a week. I'm like, I could probably do with another hash brown. Good girl. She has no idea what's happening. She hates getting a haircut, so I think she's not going to be too happy. But for now, Muesli, come here. Hello. Oh. Oh, you just come sit next to Daddy.
Give Daddy a kiss.
Moo. Give me kisses. Yay, good girl.
I love her really fluffy, like a big ball of fluff. But she gets little dreadlocks, so now we have to get her shaved.
Hey mate, is it alright if we bring my dog on my lap? Is that okay? Thank you.
See, I like her looking all fluffy and big like a little ball. But you're about to get... Oh, should we give her a full schnauzer cut?
No, she can't.
What about a donkey cut?
She can't, she's got to be shaved.
Really?
I've like literally...
Like father, like daughter?
No, where I've cut like the knots out, I've gone down to the skin.
Oh no.
I had to.
Are we giving her a 1?
It won't be far off that.
Oh, Muesli.
She's gonna hate it. She'll be so cold. Come on, this way. No. Another doggo. Maybe we just put Muesli in here.
I think she will go in there.
It's like a car wash for dogs. Because we haven't got our studio set up at home, because we don't have a home anymore, we're having to set up fabric and like string it up with sticks and elastic bands, but it seems to be working pretty well. Another element of our life which really takes a toll is all the travel we do. But I do like the travel. It's something that I don't want to slow down on, really.
I agree.
I think we're in this very lucky position where, because of work through vlogging and blogging, we're able to travel a fair bit. And I don't think that's going to be around forever, because there's more and more vloggers and bloggers that are coming out every day.
And also, like, down the line when you have kids and, you know, more responsibilities and all that sort of stuff, you can't really take advantage of it. Whereas now, you know, pre-marriage, pre-family, all that sort of stuff is when we can really take advantage of it, and that's what we want to do.
Yeah, all my friends that are vloggers and bloggers that have kids, they're very much stuck at home, which is cool. I'm sure they love their life, but we're in a very unique position in that if someone says, hey, do you want to go and shoot a hotel in the Maldives, we can just say yes. And that's not going to be around forever.
Exactly. So in order to be able to do that, I almost think we need to maybe slow down on other aspects of our lifestyle in order to be able to compensate.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that we can't slow down on.
No.
Damn.
Let's get on a plane tomorrow.
We are getting on a plane tomorrow. This is the problem. It's like it never ends. The other thing that we used to do a lot, and we used to preach this, like when people would interview us, we would always say that we stop work at 8 PM on the dot to have kind of boyfriend, girlfriend, relaxed time where we just watch TV and have dinner. And we've done that up until what, the last 3 months?
Yeah.
And now we are working till midnight every day, and that I think is really bad. It's bad for the relationship. Not that there's anything wrong with our relationship, but it's not healthy to have, you know, wake up at 6 AM and work until midnight every day. So
exactly.
That's another area that we need to pull back on a little bit and maybe just turn down a few jobs.
I think we almost need to like schedule in downtime and like time that we just relax and read a book or, you know, get some sleep and stuff like that, and just go on a date and not think about vlogging or blogging or talk about work and all that sort of stuff. So
yeah, that's hard though.
Really important. There's always more that you could be doing. There's always like someone working harder or something more to do to like improve your business. So very hard when you're self-employed to know when to switch off. And
also when you're self-employed, I think this goes across the board for anyone that's self-employed. If you have work, you want to do it as much as possible, because you don't know when the next job's coming. You know, it's kind of like, it's not like you get a salary and you go, oh, I called in sick today, so I'll work tomorrow. Like, you never know when the next job's coming. Which is the crazy thing. Like, we actually consider ourselves so lucky that we're currently basically overworked because the situation would be a lot worse if we didn't have any work coming in. So it's a great situation to be in, but it's still kind of taking a little bit of a toll on us. And unfortunately, the thing that suffers is that we end up vlogging late. And wearing sunglasses all the time to hide your tiredness. I have to warn you, Muesli's haircut's going to be very, very short. The groomer just called and said that she had a couple of like knots and mats under her armpits, and the only way you can get that out is by shaving it. So we might be picking up a Sphinx dog. Yes! So we've just got a little preview of Muesli. She's not entirely finished yet, but she looks different. Bald. Are you ready for the big reveal? I am. Oh, look at her arms. They are oh no. Look at this little nude dog. At least she's still got a fluffy face. Muesli, how you doing? Do you like your... No, she hates it. The last kind of segment of our life that I think we've let massively slip over the last year is health and fitness.
Yes.
Big time.
Big time. We used to honestly prioritize this so much. Like this time last year, I was doing about 8 to 10 workouts a week. I know that sounds intense, but I was mixing in like yoga with Pilates. I was also doing like cardio and a lot of weight training, and it was really, really a big part of my life. And now, since we've been traveling a lot, we don't really have a proper routine. I'm doing maybe like 3 days a week.
No, I reckon 2. And I used to train 5 days a week weights, and then Saturdays would be cardio. And now I reckon I'm lucky if I do 2, even 1. Last week I trained once, and I know we were traveling a lot, but still, it's no excuse.
But the thing is, the more you let that slip, the more tired you get, because exercising gives you so much energy. You get endorphins, you get really happy from it, you feel great about yourself, you don't want to eat crap because you like don't want to ruin your progress and everything like that. So I think that might be the most important part that we really have to prioritize again.
I think so. So should we make a commitment on the vlog? We're making a vlog commitment.
You know what I want to start with?
Go on.
Some downtime.
Obviously you do.